I'm just gonna wait till everyone gets here. Or everyone who wants to join. All right, you could start.
All right, so basically my premise is, do you agree that it's possible that God exists?
Define God.
A maximally great being.
I don't think a maximally great anything can exist because maximally great in what aspect, right? Because like there's things like platonic solids that are the maximally great things of said shape but don't actually exist, like the perfect circle, right? Perfect
I
at being
mean,
a circle but doesn't actually exist. So I think you could be
there's not.
maximally great and not exist. I don't know why existence would entail a great making property.
I mean, because maximally great being would have to be a maximally great being would have to be necessary.
No, maximally great in what way? That's what I'm asking.
What do you mean? In what way?
See, like the example for like a perfect circle, right? We can't create the perfect
Like a
circle in
perfect being.
reality.
Like a perfect being. Like
A perfect being.
yeah.
So your definition of God is a perfect being. Well, why would that be like necessary? Because like I don't think that
I mean,
existence.
because a perfect being
No,
would
I
be
don't.
necessary.
No, I don't think existence is a great making property at all. Why is existence a great making property?
It's I mean, it's better to be necessary than
No, I
than
think existence. Period. I think existence. Period. Like, why is existence a great making property?
probably. I mean, God would exist, right? Because there's nothing logically you know,
So you're just saying
logically
because
wrong with it.
there's no internal contradiction with like the concept of God, therefore God exists.
No, that's not the reason. I asked you if it was possible for God to exist, and and like
Well, I
what I
don't
mean by
know.
that is
I don't know.
there's nothing like God isn't impossible. It's not impossible for God to exist. I mean,
Well, I
I'm
don't know.
asking if.
I don't know if it's possible or impossible. I don't know.
All right, so I'll just say it's possible for God to exist because there's nothing logically there's nothing logically
Well,
wrong with a
there
God.
are like like logical problems with God, like the thing about fucking the great making properties. How does existence entail a great making property, right?
I'm
So like,
saying necessity is a great making property.
all right, well, in this, and that's
I don't
necessary existence. That's also falls into existence.
uh I don't is existence even a property? Is existence like
So if you just say existence isn't a property, then you like be conceding your argument. So I mean, you could say it isn't,
but
but that's just
necessity
like
is a but necessity is a property. I'm trying to say God a maximally great being would have to be necessary.
hold on. What did you say?
A maximally being have to be necessary.
Well, I don't think they would have like maximally great being. A necessary existence is just a category of existence. It's just a subcategory of existence. But I don't think existence is a great making property. Then it would entail necessary
So
existence
you're
is
saying like
also
non-existence is so you're saying non-existence is the great making property here?
yeah, and I can give examples of where it is.
Oh,
Like I've said the example like 3 times, like platonic solid.
oh, um. I mean, I'd say existence is a great maker is like
Why?
a greater property than non-existence because I mean like if you don't exist then I guess like useless like you don't you just have no use in life, you're like useless, but like if you exist I mean you
Um,
could have a use in
do
life and
you think do you think the platonic solids where we get all shapes from are useless?
um
Well, they
I
don't
mean
exist in reality. So are they? But we use them every day. So are they useless?
it's possible for them to exist though.
They don't though, because they don't exist in reality. That's literally what they are. We cannot create the perfect circle because if we zoom in close enough, there would be like some inconsistencies with the circle. It won't be like a perfect circle, but we can imagine it. So we can conceptualize the perfect circle, not in actual existence, but in physical existence, we cannot create it. So that's an example of a perfect thing not existing, right? So existence isn't always a great making property, and there is no demonstration that it is.
Okay, but in this sense, it would, because
Why?
like God isn't. I don't think God is like a platonic solid or whatever, or what you described. Like
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, just because God isn't a platonic solid, that doesn't demonstrate existence being a great making property. And I show examples where it's not. What is your justification for it being a great making property in this scenario?
Okay, but okay. The reason I'm saying like in this scenario, right? Because I just described God as like a perfect being or whatever. Like would be like a perfect fucking human or whatever. Like
Okay. Well, like
right?
that's hold on.
So
Why does that
and
mean
and then,
existence is a great making property?
right, and then humans, like already explained, like humans, like if you don't exist, like you're just like useless and whatever, and like
Hmm.
if like you have no legacy, right? And like and then if you exist, right, you have a chance to make a legacy, like you're useful, you have like a useful society or whatever, right? That's why like for humans, right, existence would be like a greater making property than non-existence.
Okay, not necessarily, because we can have the ideal human, the concept of the ideal human, and that would just not exist, right? Like a platonic form of human, right? And that could be like, and platonic forms are like the perfect form, right? So
And I
like
don't
platonic,
think God would be physical either.
yeah, yeah. And basically what I'm saying is that we can have just the idea of a perfect human, and that wouldn't exist physically, or that it wouldn't exist in reality. So this saying that are you saying God is a concept? Because that's where this would lead to, that we could just have like the concept of a perfect human, and
No,
that could be
I'm
like
saying like um
and because I don't think perfection can exist anyways,
why wouldn't perfection not be able to exist?
because like perfection is like the absolute most greatest anything could be, right?
Yeah, and that's what
Let
God would be.
Yeah, and but can God make himself greater?
No,
If God is the greatest and
he's
has
already
all of this,
maximally great.
hold on,
He
do you think
cannot get any greater.
do you think God is omnipotent?
Yeah.
Okay, so if God is omnipotent, he would be able to make himself greater, but he's already maximally great. That's a logical
Okay,
contradiction.
but why? Okay, why do you describe omnipotent as being able to do something logically
Well,
not possible,
okay,
right? Because
what is
omnipotent, where
your
omnipotent really
definition?
came from,
What
omnipotence
is your
really just
definition?
all powerful.
Well, all powerful, right? Being able to
Yeah,
do all
and
things.
all powerful would just mean that you're able to you're more powerful than every being in existence.
Yeah, wouldn't
That
it
wouldn't.
also mean hold on, would it
There's
also be able to
nothing.
mean hold on, would it mean also unbound by all things in existence?
Not necessarily. There's nothing that
If
says,
you're
"Oh, I'm
all
bound by everything in
if
existence."
you're
I'm
if
just saying
you're
all
all
powerful.
hold on, if you're all powerful, right? You would have all power over all concepts and bounds, right? So you wouldn't be bound by if we're going by just the all powerful like definition, and that definition is logically inconsistent, right?
Or
Because it
not.
because of the law of non-contradiction. Because if he is omnipotent, can he become greater if he's already maximally great? That is a contradiction, right? So there are internal contradictions with God. That would mean he was impossible. So I think God is impossible if you agree that he's omnipotent, because omnipotence is impossible.
Then wait. But why would the all powerful just like mean you're like able to do something that's logically not possible, like logically impossible?
Because if all powerful means I have power over all things, I would have power over all concepts. And logic is a concept. If we're encompassing actually all things, not just all beings.
Okay, I guess I concede then.
Okay, yeah,
GG.
you did better than fucking Jedi yesterday. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I watched the video. It was kind of sad. I don't even gonna care. All right, GG's. GG's. Is there any way I could like get better at this?